Alright guys, welcome back to the Hobby Farm Homestead. Today we are back up here for another day in the hog barn. The weather is about 50 degrees outside. We had a little bit of sunshine this morning, but that's already went away, and then we're supposed to get a ton of rain through the night through tomorrow. So probably today and tomorrow, if I don't get everything done today, we'll be working up here in the hog barn. Today's New Year's Eve, and I'll work a few hours up here and then go hang out with the family. But the first thing we got to do, on the last video you guys seen, I was trying to get these lights to work. I went and bought some lights from Menards, the same ones we put up in the horse barn on a few videos back. They're about $14 a piece. They're LEDs and they're about 6,000 lumens, and that should be plenty for in this barn. I have 3 in our horse barn, and it lights it up plenty. So we'll go ahead and install those first and see if we can get some more light in here and go from there. Alright, so we got all 3 of them in. They're all working, so that's good. So there should be plenty of light in this barn. I lit it up pretty good. So as you can tell, I got a pretty big mess I need to clean up before I even get started. I've got to take all this stuff over here and get it on that side. So let's go ahead and get that done first, and then we'll go ahead and tear the rest of this stuff down. Alright, finally got that a little bit organized. Now I can go ahead and start working over here and not have to worry about stepping around stuff and worried about knocking something over. I just went ahead and put everything in the stalls over here. Obviously it'll get moved out once we're all said and done, but now we can just take all these stall fronts down. There's 3 more. First thing I'm going to do is take the doors down, because the tracks are still good and the rollers are in real good shape. And a couple of these doors are in good shape. I'll probably utilize them down at the farm for some of the horse stalls down there. But other than that, we can go ahead and get started and getting the rest of these things tore down, and then we can start planning what we want to do as far as the pig pens, how many we want to put over here, what kind of flooring we want to put in. I don't think I'm going to do concrete because we may do something different over here in the future. Once all the hogs are done, we might want to take that stuff out and maybe just make a lean-to with some cows. I don't know. But there's a lot of potential in this barn. But I think what I'm going to do is put some 3x3 pavers down and kind of lock them in with, you know, bag concrete. That should be sufficient enough. That way the pigs can't root around and make a complete mess. But for now, let's get at tearing these stall fronts down. All right, those doors are super heavy. I only had 3 of them, but yeah, they were extremely heavy. So got that done. So our next thing we got to do is get the fronts down, and I'll use the Sawzall for that stuff. First video I did, I kind of did each staple little by little, but a lot of the stuff I'm just going to burn. So I'll just burn the wood off that. It's basically just chain link fence, and then I'll just throw that away. But that's our next thing we got to do, is get all this wood cut down. And I think I'll probably call it quits for today. And then our next video, we'll kind of sit back and see what we want to do as far as pens. And then once we make that decision, we'll move forward with getting whatever lumber we need to get. And I have a connection with getting pens just like these over here from the same guy actually. And figure out how many I need and get those, get them modified, get the gates built, and then go grab some of those pavers. Get the floor down and get everything else up, and I think we'll be ready. Hopefully in enough time to where we will get our pigs within a month after that. You know, it's going to be a long time. This isn't going to happen overnight. One is the material cost, 2 is the time. So I'm really getting ahead of things right here, getting this stuff down, and that way I can really sit and plan how I want to build the pens. So let's get at tearing the rest of the stuff down, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Well, got all the fronts off. There's the 3 doors. I'm going to save those, and I got another one over there leaning up against the wall. So that's these posts. I'm going to take these posts down too, but I'm not going to do it until I got other posts to put in. Not that these are supporting anything, because this barn has collar ties across there, right there. So that's doing all the, you know, heavy lifting. And anyways, these posts aren't even attached to anything. They're just all rotted off. And that's pretty much this whole barn right here was the same way. I had to go around and sister each post because they were just completely rotted off, and the barn was actually sinking, just rotting all the way down to the ground. I'm surprised it stayed up on, like a high wind day, but that was all done. I'll put a link in the video for the video that it's like a time lapse of a complete restoration of this barn, and I'll go ahead and put a video up top if you guys haven't checked it out yet. So, but I think that's it for today. Like I said, it's New Year's Eve. It's about a little after 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna call it quits. Not really going anywhere. Everybody's staying home. So it actually will be a relaxing evening. I don't have to worry about nothing, going anywhere or trying to drive home or anything like that afterwards. So I'm gonna hit the grocery store and I'm gonna go home, and hope you guys have a good new year. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. I'll catch you guys on the next one.